Seniors, teachers, and guests, please be seated.
Good morning and welcome to Ponderosa High School's graduation ceremony for the class of 2025.
My name is Zach Romney. While being a Ponderosa Mustang, I have had the privilege of being the treasurer for Rho Kappa, a representative for Link Crew on the Ponderosa Activities Cabinet, and a member of National Honor Society. I'm excited to be starting at Brigham Young University this summer to pursue a career in medicine.
And I'm Elena Webb. Over my time at Ponderosa, I've been a Stang Gang president, bonding officer, student council, and a 4-year state qualifier for shot put and discus. I plan to further my track and field career at the Division I level while studying communication and sports at the University of Alabama at Birmingham.
Let's go, lady. On behalf of the senior class, I would like to thank everyone for being here to celebrate this with us all. I don't know about all of you, but I am pumped to be here because we're graduating. All of us should be proud of our great accomplishments in getting through these last 4 years. We couldn't have done it without the help of our friends and family.
It truly is inspiring that we are all taking such a huge step in our lives. Every classmate of mine sitting in these chairs before me are all extremely unique and different from one another. One thing we have in common is Ponderosa. We have had some pretty awesome memories here, whether that's the Stampede, Homecoming Week, or Trivia Bowl. It's sad to say goodbye to all these fun events and amazing traditions, but it is now our time to open a new chapter.
That next chapter for us may be college, trade school, the military, or the workforce. But all of us here today are graduating from Ponderosa High School with so many memories. Lainey, what was your favorite high school memory?
That's a tough one, but if I had to pick just one, I would have to say the national anthem being played before every sporting event.
That's a good choice. Singing the national anthem is a great way to open those events.
I agree. And you know what a better way is? Playing it on the electric guitar. Today, Zach and I have the honor of introducing you to our first performers, Skylar Gravina and Jet Chase.
While at Pondo, these super talented classmates of ours have performed multiple times at talent shows and assemblies, always making those events super fun.
Skylar plans on attending CU Denver to study audio engineering, while Jet plans on attending ACC to obtain an EMT certification. Please rise and welcome Skylar Gravina and Jet Chase in the playing of our national anthem on their electric guitars.
first, can we give another round of applause to Skylar and Jet? I couldn't think of a better way to start off the ceremony. Hello, everyone. My name is Eric Matthew Taylor, and for this upcoming fall, I plan on attending the University of Northern Colorado and majoring in psychology. And during my short time at Ponderosa, I've been able to be a part of the National English Honor Society and the Ponderosa Theater Company. So now it is my honor to introduce our first speaker, who is not only the co-president of the Student Council, the captain of the varsity volleyball team, but also a member of the National Honor Society, Avery Knock. Avery plans on attending CU Boulder to major in physiology on the pre-med track. So please give a warm and heartfelt welcome to Avery Knock.
Thank you, Eric. 72 beats per minute. That's the average human heartbeat. 72 beats per minute, over 100,000 beats a day. With every beat of your heart, blood is pushed out, carrying oxygen, energy, and strength. One beat can't do it alone. Your heart is what sends life coursing through you. For the past 1,378 days we've spent in high school, one thing has remained true. Our hearts have been beating through every moment. 1,378 days of a steady rhythm pushing us forward. Our hearts beat steadily, persistently, and with a strong courage. High school has been a system of movement, rhythm, and pressure, pushing us forward, even when we felt unprepared. Some days, that rhythm raced, beating legend in football sophomore year, our first day as seniors, and for some of us, the first time we hit submit on college applications. Other days, that rhythm slowed, sitting with heartbreaks, late night drives, our last homecoming. 1,378 days of learning together, of struggling together, and of growing together. 1,378 days of choices, some small and some big. Some of those choices were easy, like the best excuse to give Mr. Lynch when you forgot to do your stat homework. Other choices, not so much. What to say in tough moments and what to do when we lost a loved one. 1,378 days gone. That's how time works. It doesn't pause when we have more to say than goodbye, and it doesn't slow down for the moment spent laughing late at night with your friends. The truth is, time doesn't care whether or not we are ready for what comes next. The human heart will beat more than 3 billion times in a lifetime, yet only a fraction of them are spent in moments like this. Already, millions have passed, and our heartbeats are numbered. If I've learned anything in high school, it is that time does not wait. It didn't wait freshman year when we couldn't figure out where our class was. It didn't wait sophomore year when we were struggling to understand who we were, what we wanted to be. And it didn't wait junior year when many of us said goodbye to our senior best friends. 1,378 days gone. But let me remind you that there must come a 1,379th day. Tomorrow. A day where our hearts will no longer beat together. A day without a 6 a.m. alarm. A day without going out with friends for lunch. And take a moment to look at the people sitting next to you. A day when the people around you are existing only in memories. The circulation of our daily routines is shifting, and for the first time in a really long time, we will all have to set our own rhythm. And let me remind you that we're not the only ones who feel this change. To our teachers, parents, grandparents, friends, and siblings, we know that tomorrow will be just as bittersweet for you. For 1,378 days, you've been the steady rhythm beneath our steps, guiding us every bit of the way. So, Mom and Dad, as we set our own rhythm, know that yours will always be a part of ours. With change comes fear, and the truth is, fear doesn't go away. We've all felt it. There have been moments when fear has won. You wanted to speak up, but you didn't. You may have even doubted yourself and let fear decide for you. And now, we're sitting here, honestly all terrified for what comes next. But today, I'm here to remind you of something more enduring. Something that has been with you since the very first moment of your life and will follow you in everything that you do. Your heartbeat. It has been with you since every moment of your existence, and no matter how uncertain the future feels, I promise you all that your heart will keep beating. And with that, always comes a choice. You get to choose to be kind when it seems easier to be cruel. You get to choose to forgive when it seems easier to hold a grudge. And what I think our world could use a little bit more of today, you get to choose to love when it seems easier to hate. Novelist Graham Brown once said, "Life is about choices. Some we regret, some we are proud of, some will haunt us forever." The message, we are what we chose to be. Brown's words remind us of this strength. They remind us we can choose to lead with courage. We can choose to be the friend who listens. We can choose grace over bitterness and unity over division. I know these choices don't sound easy, but I promise you all they are necessary. They are the choices that build a better world. Because time does not stop, and one day we will run out of beats. In the end, we aren't the moments we let fear win, we aren't the times we've wasted, and we certainly are not the mistakes we have made. We are what we chose to be. As we leave Ponderosa, please remember that you always have a choice. Life won't always be easy. There will be heartbreaks, setbacks, and moments of doubt, but every single challenge you face is followed by a decision. Choose to move forward from the heartbreaks, choose to see the lesson in hardships, and as cliche as this sounds, choose to trust your heart. Each of these choices will become a part of you and your story. To the class of 2025, my challenge to you is simple. Listen to your heart. Let it remind you that you are alive, and with that always comes a choice. It is your voice, your legacy, your impact on the world and those around you. Time will move forward whether we choose to act or not, so please choose wisely, choose boldly, and choose to make a difference. Congratulations, class of 2025. Thank you.
Thank you, Avery, for that incredible speech. It's crazy to think about how many heartbeats have carried us through high school. My name is Lily Ingalls. Over the past 4 years, I've been involved in newspaper, National Honor Society, and I've earned over 1,000 community service hours. In the fall, I will be attending Brigham Young University to study political science with an emphasis in international strategy and diplomacy. Next up, we have an amazing musical performance by Emma Nielsen and Shannon Dunn. Both Emma and Shannon have been a large part of the theater department here at Ponderosa. Emma will be attending Colorado State University to study neuroscience, and Shannon will be attending the College of Arts and Sciences at CU Boulder. Our performers have put together a very special medley that reflects our journey and celebrates this moment. The songs they have chosen present a feeling of nostalgia and appreciation for the past while still being hopeful about what's coming. Please welcome Shannon and Emma.
Oh, mirror in the sky, what is love? Can the child within my heart rise above? Can I sail through the changing ocean tides? Can I handle the seasons of my life? Well, I've been afraid of changing, 'cause I built my life around you. But time makes you bolder, even children get older, and I'm getting older too. Oh, I'm getting older too. I listen to the wind of my soul. Where I'll end up, well, I think only God really knows. I've sat upon the setting sun never, 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 never. I never wanted water once. No, never, never, never. Says that every wish could be heard and answered when wished on a morning star. Somebody thought of that and someone believed it. Look what it's done so far. What's so amazing that keeps us stargazing? And what do you think we might see? Someday we'll find it, the rainbow connection, the lovers, the dreamers, and me. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane, don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. All my bags are packed and ready to go. I'm standing here outside your door. I hate to wake you up to say goodbye, but the dawn is breaking, it's early morn. The taxi's waiting, he's blowing his horn. Already I'm so lonesome I could die. So kiss me and smile for me. Tell me that you'll wait for me. Hold me like you'll never let me go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go. 'Cause I'm leaving on a jet plane. Don't know when I'll be back again. Oh babe, I hate to go.
Thank you, Shannon and Emma, for that tear-jerking performance.
My name is Cooper Bear, and throughout my time at Ponderosa, I have been a part of the National Honor Society, Rho Kappa, and the Ponderosa Underground Bowling Club. I will be attending Colorado State University in Fort Collins to study business administration.
And my name is Stella Kaufman. I am a proud member of the National Honor Society, two-time captain of the varsity swim and dive team, as well as the editor-in-chief of the yearbook staff. In the fall, I plan on attending Boise State University in Idaho to major in health sciences on the nursing track.
We are up here today to extend a big thank you to all of the Douglas County community for making this day possible. Without you, we would not be here today to celebrate this momentous occasion.
We would especially like to thank the dignitaries in attendance today. Please hold your applause until after all of the dignitaries have been announced.
Danelle Hyatt, Deputy Superintendent.
Danny Windsor, Assistant Superintendent.
Steve Colella, Chief of Staff.
Rich Cosgrove, Chief Operations Officer.
Mary K. Klemesh, General Legal Counsel.
Kristen Drury, Executive Director of Parker.
Stacy Rader, Communications Officer.
Valerie Thompson, Board Member of District F.
And Kaylee Weiniger, Board Member of District G.
You may now applaud.
Thank you again for all that you do for our school and district. It is important to remember that we are not just a school system. As our feeder motto states, we are every student, every family, every day. We are a community of excellence. I can recall that saying hanging in the cafeteria since my first days at Mountain View. We've made so many relationships and memories that we will continue to carry with us for the rest of our lives.
Hey, Cooper, I remember something from middle school at Sagewood.
What's that?
Do you remember our parody of The Office in Miss Kirkland's theater class?
No, we can forget that one.
Well, we all have our fair share of awkward middle school memories, like accidentally calling your teacher mom or forgetting to mute your microphone on the weekly Zoom calls.
Speaking of middle schools, please join us in introducing our feeder schools and their principals. When each feeder school and principal has been announced, please stand if you attended. We welcome Principal Mark Harrell with Franktown Elementary. Please stand if you attended Franktown. Please be seated.
Principal Beth Waffle with Legacy Point Elementary. Please stand if you attended Legacy Point. Please be seated.
Principal Jean Taylor with Mountain View Elementary. Please stand if you attended Mountain View. Please be seated.
Principal Laura Bennett with Northeast Elementary. Please stand if you attended Northeast. Please be seated.
Now last but certainly not least, Principal Ben Darden with Sagewood Middle School. Please stand if you attended Sagewood. Please be seated.
We have all shared some great experiences over the last 12 years in this school district. Some more memorable than others, but no matter what, they have all led us up to this very moment. It is definitely a bittersweet ending.
Thank you again to all the teachers and educators the class of 2025 has had over the years. We are deeply grateful for your commitment to our growth, and we recognize the knowledge you have poured into our lives. My name is Elena Sorg, and during the past 2 years, I have had the incredible honor of serving as captain of the varsity dance team and as a member of the National Honor Society. In the fall, I plan on attending Abilene Christian University to study criminal justice and further my dance career with the ACU Palm Squad. It is my honor to introduce to you our second speaker, Ren Rosenberg. Ren has been an active member of the Ponderosa varsity volleyball team and served as captain this season. He is also president of TSA and Mu Alpha Theta, as well as the current National Honor Society vice president. Ren plans on serving a 2-year mission in Brazil before attending Brigham Young University to study mechanical engineering. But perhaps most interesting, he really loves oranges. In all seriousness, we're excited to hear from him. Please join me in welcoming Ren Rosenberg. You got it, Ren. Let's go.
Thank you, Elena. August 8th, 2022, I stepped foot into Ponderosa High School for the very first time. I walked down the main hall, a transfer sophomore. My dad was in the military, and I'd moved schools 10 times, but this was my final school. So as I walked down that hall, I vowed to leave a legacy at Ponderosa High School. I joined and led numerous clubs, I played multiple sports, and tried to meet as many people as I could. I wanted to make an impact here, to be someone who left their mark. But yesterday, as I walked down that main hall for the very last time, I realized I was wrong. And now, 3 years later, I stand here before you today, and I can tell you that it wasn't me that left a legacy on Ponderosa High School, but Ponderosa High School that left a legacy on me. Every class, every teacher, every club, every game, every spirit day, but most importantly, every single one of you has left an imprint on me. A legacy that'll never be broken, erased, or forgotten. It's that legacy that has shaped who I am, and I carry it with me as I step into the future. And I believe every single one of you holds that same legacy in your hearts. So what has this legacy taught us? If I had to describe the legacy that our time at Ponderosa left on us, it wouldn't be just one moment. It'd be a playlist, a soundtrack of memories, lessons, and moments that will stick with us forever. Freshman year was the opening our track of our playlist, and what a weird opening it was. We were thrust into masks, online learning, and the uncertainty of a pandemic. We faced challenges we didn't expect, missing out on normal experiences, learning to navigate screens instead of classrooms, and struggling to stay connected. It wasn't easy. We were all a little offbeat at first, stumbling through the melody, trying to find our place. But just like that first track in a playlist, we set the tone for everything that followed. We learned how to adapt, push through adversity, and embrace uncertainty. Then came the hype songs. If you know me, you've heard my favorite line, "Get hype, get hype." I love the energy and excitement that our school brought. Whether it was storming the court or field after beating a rival in sports, the Mustang Express, led by my goat, Mr. Lynch, or Staying Gang getting us rocking with the PON chant, we got electric. Wish Week assemblies were for the kids that needed a lift, and man, did we give them that. But more important was the lift that they gave us as they inspired us to look around for opportunities to make the world better. And through all this, we learned an important lesson. Take risks. Whether it was a new challenge, a new friend, or a new idea, we embraced it all. You'll never truly reach new heights if you're too afraid to take the first step. Of course, no playlist is complete without the sad ballads. Senioritis hit hard, and we ran out of snow days. Though let's be real, we probably didn't go to school when it snowed anyways. We faced burnout, tough exams, and the pressure to finish strong. But in those moments, we found strength in each other. We supported one another and kept going because we knew the finish line was in sight. And the lesson here, support each other. Whether you're struggling or celebrating, the people around you are what make the journey worth it. Of course, now we're at the unforgettable chorus, the final phase of this high school playlist. The energy is building, the lyrics are hitting just right, and we're ready for the next stage. This isn't the end of our music career, but rather the next album. I urge you to hit shuffle and embrace each new opportunity with joy and purpose. So now, class of 2025, as we stand at the threshold of our future, I look around and see 349 Ponderosa Mustangs, each carrying a unique legacy shaped by our shared experiences. Our strength lies not in our individual talents, but in the unbreakable bond we forged together. A Mustang is courageous. A Mustang is relentless. A Mustang is a risk taker. But most importantly, a Ponderosa Mustang is and always will be a Ponderosa Mustang. So as we take this monumental step forward, let us carry with us the courage, spirit, and resilience that define us as Ponderosa Mustangs. Our time here may be ending, but the legacy we've built together will continue to shape us and the world around us. Embrace the opportunities that wait, and never forget the individuals that stand behind you here today, ready to cheer you on as you make your mark on the world. So, class of 2025, as I stand here before you, I proudly can say that I give the class of 2025 3 big booms. Help me out here. Boom, boom, boom. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. It'll be great, be kind, be amazing. And like Maya Angelou once said, you get to decide the legacy you leave. I love you all, and I can't wait to see the amazing things you all will accomplish. Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it!
Thank you, Ren. We all appreciate a guy who really loves oranges and could gladly have ox in our car. My name is Garrett Weber, and I was the parliamentarian for National Honor Society, a Link Crew leader, and a grateful member of Ponderosa's varsity co-ed cheer team. I plan on furthering my education at Washington State University, majoring in psychology, as well as being a part of their Division I co-ed cheer team.
My name is Danny Rodriguez, and at my time in Ponderosa, I was a co-president of Student Council, National Honor Society Secretary, and captain of the girls' soccer team. In the fall, I will be attending San Diego State University, where I will be majoring in speech, language, and hearing sciences.
As a class, we had the opportunity to vote on a class song and quote, reflecting on just how fast high school flashed before our eyes. Our class chose the song Vienna by Billy Joel.
The lyrics of the song convey how life is a journey and how you need to enjoy the little moments and not rush through.
As the wise Billy Joel says, slow down, you crazy child. Take those moments to reflect on the choices, memories, and opportunities that you've encountered in the last 4 years.
Our class quote echoes the same sentiment. We selected the famous words of Ferris Bueller on his day off. Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
A simple yet powerful lesson that teaches us all about living in the moment.
I still remember my first day of freshman year, dressed up as a fairy by my link crew leader, of course. I am so grateful that I can cherish every single experience that has shaped us all in the past 4 years.
As we step into the future, let's remember this quote and take a moment every day to just be present.
Quicker than you know it, we will be taking on the world. Whether that's through attending college, trade school, or serving the military, remember the importance of slowing down and taking it all in.
Without further ado, we'd like to welcome CJ DeRoque, who's been a member of Link Crew, Yearbook, and Ponderosa Theater Company for 4 years, to sing our class song, Vienna by Billy Joel.
Slow down, you crazy child. You're so ambitious for a juvenile, but then if you're so smart, tell me, why are you still so afraid? Where's the fire? What's the hurry about? You better cool it off before you burn it out. You've got so much to do and only so many hours in a day. Hey, but you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Slow down, you're doing fine. You can't be everything you wanna be before your time. Although you're so romantic on the borderline tonight. Too bad, but that's the life you live. You're so ahead of yourself that you forgot what you need. Though you can see when you're wrong, you know you can't always see when you're right. You're right. You've got your passion, you've got your pride, but don't you know that only fools are satisfied? Dream on, but don't imagine they'll all come true. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? Child, and take the phone off the hook and disappear for a while. It's alright, you can't afford to lose a day or two. Ooh, when will you realize Vienna waits for you? And you know that when the truth is told, that you can get what you want or you can just get old. You're gonna kick off before you even get halfway through. Ooh, why don't you realize Vienna waits for you? When will you realize Vienna waits for you?
Thank you, CJ, for that remarkable performance. You know, I'm so glad I got to hear you sing outside of Mrs. Michael's classroom. Billy Joel really holds a special place in all of our hearts, and Vienna perfectly captures the essence of our senior year. I want to share one of my personal favorite Billy Joel quotes, as it feels like a perfect reminder as we step into the next chapter of our lives. Take risks, take chances, don't be afraid, you gotta go into life brave. Now, I have the honor to introduce to you the teacher chosen for the faculty address. Each year, the graduating class selects a faculty member to deliver the address that perfectly encapsulates our time here at Ponderosa. Chosen this year is our very own Mrs. Pam Wade. Unfortunately, I didn't have Mrs. Wade as a teacher myself, but I certainly wish I did. After getting to know her and hearing from so many of her students, it's easy to see why she's known as the heart of this school. She is not just a teacher, she's a mom to just about anyone who walks through these halls. Whether it's helping students with anatomy or biology, or helping to brainstorm the next homecoming theme, Mrs. Wade does it all with warmth, patience, and authenticity. She is the kind of person to make anyone feel seen, heard, and genuinely cared for. And so even though I wasn't in her class, I felt her impact, and so have many others in the Ponderosa community. Please welcome Mrs. Pam Wade.
Thank you so much, Stella. What an incredible honor. You guys know me, so it's not going to be a formal speech, and there'll probably be a few tears. It is an incredible honor to have the opportunity to speak with this amazing class on this special day. I'm sure you will all agree that these past 4 years have been a process. Perhaps we could even call it a journey. We have had many colorful adventures during your high school experience. I'm excited to hear about all of the amazing things you Mustangs will do as you graduate from Ponderosa. This is your time to move from our little pond into the deep blue ocean of life. Your opportunities are limitless. So now, where are all of my little fishies? There you are. Come along, explorers. Your 4-year journey through high school reminds me of the story of 3 adventurers that you may recognize. I don't think you learned about them in your history class or even aquatic biology. They didn't know at the time that they were at the beginning of a grand journey. You might know them as the funny clownfish marlin, the blue with short-term memory issues, Dory, and our favorite, the optimistic and brave, I'm having a Dory moment. What's his name? Nemo! That's right, Nemo. Welcome aboard, explorers. Let's swim to the drop-off and begin our trip. You came to Ponderosa as a freshman. You were excited to finally join the Mustang family, but maybe you were a bit nervous and unsure about your big new school. Perhaps you felt a bit like Nemo and his new classmates as they hid under Mr. Ray. Fun fact, Mr. Ray belongs to the same class as Bruce the Shark. What class do they belong to? Where are my aquatic kids? Yeah, that's right, class Chondrichthyes. You couldn't have me up here without expecting some science nerdy stuff. You began to venture out from under your secure spot and maybe felt the need to prove yourself. You worked hard and began to learn how to conquer high school classes. You may have even felt the need to try to impress your new classmates, like when Nemo swam up and touched the butt. Finally, you began to branch out and make new friends like Bubbles, Peach, and the rest of the Tank Gang. Many of these friendships have grown and evolved since your freshman year, and you kept swimming. Progress. You were no longer come when you had a strong community around you. This reminds me of how Dory helped Marlin find Nemo. Marlin would not have been successful without his community making him stronger. Speaking of Marlin the clownfish, we know we'd be remiss to not have a joke. Why are fish so smart? Because they live in schools. Get it? Schools. You guys are so smart. I know, it's so good. I know. Knee slapper. All right. You also started to see that everyone is unique and beautiful. And these differences come together to make a strong and diverse community. Whether Nemo with his lucky fin, Dory with her short-term memory loss, Pearl with her short tentacle, Marlin with his anxiety, or Bruce with his struggles of self-control. All of these differences make them unique and beautiful. As you closed out your sophomore year, you took your unique gifts and moved on to the next step of your journey. Yes, you were a junior, officially an upperclassman. You were starting to really get the hang of this high school thing. You continued to understand how you best learn and felt more confident in classes. You dug into your extracurricular activities and began to become leaders in your sport, club, or group. You may have encountered some challenges this year with difficult classes, increased hours at work, shifts in social groups, or other sources. Again, you depended upon your community. You depended upon your friends, your family, your teachers, and our amazing staff at Ponderosa. What you noticed is, if you opened yourself up to your community, you could overcome these challenges. This brings to mind when the Tank Gang worked together to launch Nemo from the aquarium. Shark bait! Speaking of Nemo the clownfish, it's clearly time for another nerdy science joke. What did the shark say after eating a clownfish? That tasted a little bit funny. Get it? Because he's a clownfish? I know, so good, so good, so good. This community continued to solidify as you wound up your junior year and headed into your final year of high school. And then, where did the time go? You were beginning your senior year, your final year as a Mustang. As you began this year, you uncovered your deep well of courage. You used this courage when you tried new things, met new people, investigated options for your future. You also used this courage to stand up and be the leaders of the school. As leaders, you stood up for your peers, supported the younger classes, continued to work hard, and moved towards your goals. Your courage reminds me of Marlin striking out on his own to find Nemo. He entered the big and scary ocean to fight for Nemo, just as you have fought for your successes during your high school journey. And finally, you learned to trust. You trusted in your community. You trusted in yourself. You let go and jumped into the ocean, just like when Marlin and Dory trusted the whale, let go, and were delivered to their final stop of the journey. Hold on, Mustangs, because you are about to launch and start the next leg of your journey as you dive into the big blue ocean of life. Now, go have an adventure. Remember, we whale always love you.
Before I pass the stage over to our favorite principal, thank you to Miss Wade and everything she has done to help us towards our success. For this next person, no introductions are really needed, but I'll give him one anyways. He is someone who has supported each and every one of us in so many different and impactful ways, whether it's coming to shows or games, or whether it's being that person to laugh with and talk to, and just being an active figure in our most memorable of times. So please, put your hands together and welcome the one and only Mr. Hollingshead.
Wow. Ponderosa community, what a perfect day for a graduation, and what an amazing ceremony so far. Our MCs, our speakers, our performers, I've never seen a graduation like this. Let's hear it for all of our speakers today. You guys have put in a ton of work, and it has certainly paid off today. Also, before we get started, I wanted to recognize our graduation committee. These are the people that put everything together today behind the scenes and make us all look good up here on stage. So there are a lot of them are back there by the locker rooms. Let's wave at them and congratulate them. Thank you. Seniors, I am so proud to be your principal today, and I think I speak on behalf of our staff that this is the day that recharges our batteries, to see you guys get to this point in your journey. You know, sometimes as teachers, our batteries are not real charged when you're 14-year-old freshmen. You stress us out a little bit, you make us work really hard, but to see where you get to your senior year and to see all the amazing things you're going to do, it makes it worth it for all of us, and we've enjoyed being part of the ride. And I know that you guys are prepared to go out and be good citizens of the world and to chase whatever dreams and goals may come your way. I'm also super excited for the challenges that have come your way, because that's what we do in school, is we challenge you. We challenge you every year of your education. And Mustangs, time and time again, you guys have risen to those challenges. It's made you a better person. It's made you prepared for the world. Now, as some of the speakers have mentioned already, there's more challenges and obstacles to come. As you become an adult, some of those things are not your choice. Some of those challenges just come your way. But some of those challenges are things that you're going to pursue. Any challenge you take on in your future will benefit you and make you a better person. So thinking about challenges, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention a friend that you guys have all made the last few years. ChatGPT, Gemini. This friend of yours has helped you overcome some challenges. And it's actually crazy to think, right? 3 years ago, these words weren't even in our vocabulary. And it was really just 2 years ago that these technologies were really, unleashed to the public. So I know a lot of us educators have worried about that, right? We worry about what will students be like in the future? What will be the future of education? What will be the future of society? That's the great unknown. But I think you guys know that the world is already being shaped by AI. So my challenge for you guys, the class of 2025, is we need you to go and shape AI yourself. We need you to take those technologies to make the world a better place, right? To solve the biggest problems of the world, to cure the diseases, to figure out how to make life better for everyone, especially those less fortunate. You can use those technologies to do all those amazing things, and they're right at your fingertips. So I'm so excited to see what you'll do. Now, thinking about your future, right? We want you to be successful and be happy, and that's something we talk about all the time. And we know that technology is an aid, but there are some timeless things that I hope you guys take with you. So we'll call these things today old school intelligence. So if you guys will humor me for just a minute or two, your old guy principal wants to give you 5 pieces of advice as you move forward. These are in no particular order, but the first one is super important. When you go to a restaurant of any kind, always order the special. All right? Now this matters if you go to a hole-in-the-wall diner, if you're overseas in a third world country, always order the special. Right? We pay millions of dollars as a country to go see the best performers, the best athletes, who go see the greatest pieces of art. Why would you not go eat the special that the cook prepared? Also, if you're in a kind of a sketchy restaurant, there's a good chance that one might not get you sick. So just keep that in mind. My other pieces of advice are a little bit more serious. The second one is to lean on the love and the wisdom of the people around you. As you guys look up in the stands, your family and friends, they're here to celebrate you, but they are very invested in your future success and happiness. They've taken all kinds of different paths in life, but those paths have allowed them to gain a lot of wisdom and learn a lot of lessons. They are eager to share that advice with you, and I know sometimes you're not always ready for it, but when you are, those are the people that you lean on. You can go to AI to find a recipe, but you can also call your grandma, and she can explain the recipe to you and tell you the why behind what she does. So it's important to learn the how to do things in life, but those people know the why. The third thing I want to remind you of is to use your brain. Now, I've already heard some of you, because I know this must be hard while you're in school, because you make this noise that says, "oh," when teachers ask you to do something difficult. But now you get to use your brain for whatever you want. Remember, your brains aren't done developing, so please put good things into your brain. Right? Learn new things. Think about hard things. Take on different challenges. Right? I'm so excited to see what you, as a unique individual, will come up with, what problems you'll solve, and what beautiful things you'll create. The fourth thing is think about your relationships. In a world where it's easier to become isolated, it's more important than ever to lead a fulfilled and joyous life, to have relationships. That means you have to be intentional about it. You have to reach out to people. You have to connect to people. Never underestimate the power of those friendships, the power of compassion and empathy. Never underestimate the power of reaching out to somebody with a phone call, reaching out to somebody to join your circle of friends. You being involved in stuff is important, but also connecting people to you is important. All right, and the last one is be positive. I think my grandma ingrained this into me when I was a little boy, that you get to choose your attitude every day. And I think it's so much easier to be negative in this world. We know that negativity sells in the news. We know that lots of people get famous or become leaders based on negativity. Right? But the people who are positive are the ones who really make change in this world. It feels a lot better to be positive, but it takes a lot more work to choose to be that. And if you're a positive person, you'll lift up your teams, your organizations, your families in this world. We need people that will be the light in the future, and you guys are the ones to do that. So seniors, go boldly into your future. We know that you guys are ready. We're so excited for the things you're going to do. Make sure you order the special and go kick butt in this world. Congratulations. All right, and now it's time to recognize many of you. So we want to start with those students who exemplify academic leadership, scholarship, and service. So when I call your name or your group, please stand to be recognized and remain standing. I'd like to start first today with those students who are going to serve their country in the military next year in the reserves, active duty, or ROTC. Please stand up if you're going to serve in the military and remain standing. Incredible. One of our biggest groups in years. And now, remain standing. And now those students who've been committed to their community, if you have over 100 hours of community service, please stand and remain standing. And now for the academic honors. Those students who are summa cum laude, who have earned a 4.0 and above and are wearing a gold stole today, please stand and be recognized. Remain standing. Our magna cum laude students are those who've earned a 3.75 to 3.99 and are wearing a silver stole today. Please stand and be recognized. And our cum laude students, those who have earned a 3.5 to 3.74 and are wearing a white stole, please stand and be recognized. If you've received any kind of scholarship to a college or a trade school, please stand and be recognized. The class of 2025 has earned over $11 million in scholarship money moving forward. Incredible. If you received an award at honors convocation last night, please stand and wave if you're already standing. And at this time, would all of the graduates who have completed the requirements to graduate high school please stand? We're incredibly proud of all that you have done, whatever your journey has been through school. Please remain standing now and turn and face your family and friends in the crowd. And let's give them a big round of applause for all the support and love they've offered you in your high school journey. You may be seated. At this time, I would like all the teachers, staff, and administrators of Ponderosa High School to stand up. Let's thank them for all the work they have done to get you to this point in your educational journey and all the love and compassion they've shown you. I'm so lucky to work with these people every day. Thank you, guys. You can be seated. And now we're going to take a minute to recognize 5 Ponderosa staff members who've dedicated their lives to impacting the lives of young people. When you get to a retirement, you question maybe sometimes if you've done a good job in your career, if you made a difference. These people, there's no doubt. I've never met 5 people all retiring at the same time that have done such an amazing thing for a school and for a community. So I'm going to talk about each one of them briefly. I'll have them stand up, and we'll applaud for them each individually. The first is science teacher Allison Fritz, who is retiring after 33 years in education. That includes stay standing, Ms. Fritz. And now teachers don't like to be embarrassed sometimes, but we're going to anyway. That includes 31 years as a Mustang. Her passion for teaching and for hooking kids into the power of science was just as evident this year as it was in the 1990s. Your creativity and true love of science has surely inspired countless students to pursue their science and to pursue science in their careers. Let's hear it again from Ms. Fritz. All right, next up, we'll let you sit down, Ms. Fritz. Next up, we want to recognize social studies teacher Cheryl Heaton. This is amazing. Cheryl has spent every minute of her 34 years as a teacher at Ponderosa High School. Mrs. Heaton's passion for teaching and her care for her students has been the reason she's been selected to speak on this stage more than once. Thank you for looking over all the Mustangs, the students and staff during your time, and ensuring that Ponderosa has been a special place for everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Heaton. Gifted and Talent Coordinator Lori Penzenstadler. Mrs. Penzenstadler has worked in the Parker area schools for over 35 years. Her dedication to helping students find their passions and their pathways to success cannot be overstated. Thank you for challenging students to be their best and for celebrating all of their accomplishments. Thank you, Mrs. Penzenstadler. Next up, Consumer and Family Studies teacher Kim Baldwin. Mrs. Baldwin has completed her 36th year in education. We're so glad that your career started in small schools all over the state, but ended with your last 20 years at Ponderosa. You built a first-class culinary and teacher cadet program, and you've allowed students to find their pathway and find their purpose. Thank you for all you've done for your program and your students. Let's hear from Ms. Baldwin. And last but not least, business teacher Don Hildebrand. Mrs. Hildebrand has completed her 40th year in education, including 38 years at Ponderosa that started in the 80s. Mrs. Hildebrand has created classes, built programs, coached, started clubs. She's worn almost every hat you can wear at our school, but most importantly, you've been a teacher that makes a difference with all of your students and colleagues every day. Thank you, Don. Now, I just want to point out that our retirees, the 5 of them have worked 178 combined years. If you just think if they just impacted the students in their classroom, which is about 150 kids a year, that's 27,000 students, and we know it's probably double that, the impact you've had. You've impacted kids' lives for years, even after they've left high school. You know, students, as you think about the careers you pursue down the road, and you think if you're going to make a difference, if you're going to live a meaningful career and contribute to the world, look at these 5 examples of what it means to have meaning in your career and in your future. They've done an amazing job. So let's hear it one more time for our whole crew. All right, we're getting close. At this time, I'd like to invite Deputy Superintendent Donnell Hyatt to the stage for the presentation of the graduating class. All right, as the principal of Ponderosa High School, let me start over. I am pleased to present to you the graduating class of 2025. These seniors have earned significant recognition for themselves, their families, their school, and their community. On behalf of the faculty and staff members of Ponderosa High School and the Ponderosa feeder schools, I wish for each of you, the proud class of 2025, the joy and fulfillment that comes with achieving your goals, pursuing your dreams. Deputy Superintendent Hyatt, I certify that these members of the class of 2025 have met, and in many cases exceeded, the graduation requirements of Ponderosa High School and the Douglas County Board of Education. They have earned the required credits and are thus eligible to receive a high school diploma. Mrs. Hyatt, I present to you and the Board of Education members present the 2025 graduating class of Ponderosa High School.
Thank you, Principal Hollingshead. On behalf of the Douglas County School District, it is my sincere honor to accept the graduating class of Ponderosa High School for 2025. Congratulations, Mustangs!
All right, at this time, we're going to introduce our faculty speakers. So I'd like to invite Elena and Zanny back up to the stage.
Thank you, Mr. Hollingshead.
We have so many people to thank for pushing us to where we are today.
Parents, friends, family, but most importantly, the ones who put their heart and soul into making us the students that we are today. We thank our teachers.
Teachers like Mr. Olson, who always push you to think thoughtfully.
Or one of my favorites, Mr. Lynch, who always made AP statistics just a little bit more bearable to go to.
Let's take a moment to thank the teachers that have helped the class of 2025 get to where we are today.
Every year, Ponderosa seniors get the opportunity to vote on who they want to read at graduation.
This year, the class of 2025 has chosen the following:
Nick Barnwell, Math.
Micah Bernhardt, Art.
Bernadette Billy, Business.
Casey Chahosky, English.
Charles Graves, Social Studies.
Seth Hughes, Social Studies.
Randy Huff, Physical Education.
Mike Lynch, Math.
Connor Sade, English.
Kim Sigmund, Math.
Zach Tipton, Science.
And Julie Wright, Counseling.
All right, at this time, all graduates will be recognized by name. Would the members of the school board and the cabinet please come to the stage if you're helping out? On behalf of the faculty and staff at Ponderosa High School, I congratulate the graduates on their achievements. These students have worked hard on their academic studies. They've shown great leadership, sportsmanship, and perseverance in their pursuit of excellence in academics, athletics, and activities. In recognition of the time these students have spent at Ponderosa, they will receive a diploma and a Ponderosa alumni pin. Again, congratulations to the class of 2025. The first group can please stand.
Natasha Aranas Garcia.
Camden Stone Memos.
Jasmine Monique Ayala.
Jake Wilder Leadall.
Deanna Marie Abercon.
Tyler Vincent Lopez.
Lane Michael Abraham.
Declan Wade K. Lee.
Ella Eileen Anderson.
Guillermo Machines Cabellos.
Davy Soleil Ahorn.
Cooper Dylan McDougall.
Peyton Kaylee Becker.
Jacob Matthew McHugh.
Lydia Arden Andre Roop.
Isabella Grace Martins.
Bryn Elizabeth Baumgartner.
Thank you so much.
Daniel Joseph MacArthur.
Thomas Lee Blackman.
Alexis May McClure.
Kenneth Ian Kelly Ashby.
Sophia Grace May Mamula.
Elijah Christian Blakesley.
McKenna Eleanor McLean.
Elliot James Blender.
Caitlin Elaine Lesh.
Joshua Daniel Adams.
Haley Rose Labroila.
Lacey Joanne Bertram.
Gabriella Marie Machuca.
Ella Ann Bonner.
Grant Afton Long.
Susanna Alaya Alexander.
Kaysen Edward James Lavasser.
Noble Aiden Applegate.
Evan Tuck Markley.
Wesley Stephen Boleen.
Joseph David Matheson.
Caleb James Atha.
Anjali Adina Martinez.
Sean Martin Baxter.
Logan Douglas Lederhose.
Liam Kim Baxter.
Tyler William Matos.
Jacob Daniel Oblonsky.
Preston Todd Luther.
Carrick James Anderson.
Russell Luke Lindsay.
Ethan Allen Alejo.
Trey Richard Anderson.
Jaden Nicole Bennett.
Mariella Jocelyn Luivano.
Shay Christine Allen.
Paige Ann Manninger.
Ethan Wayne Anderson.
Damian Michael Lane.
Lila Elise Childress.
I love you so much.
Kaya Eden Lips.
Tristan Cole Bradford.
Ethan Hutch Nash.
Ryan James Browning.
Emma Braylon Mortensen.
Robert Dennis Bronson.
Farah Mumanova.
Jonah Gary Chase.
Anthony Michael Montgomery.
Jamie Eleanor Ruby Burns.
Addison Claire O'Donnell. Gemma Eve Colgrove.
Michaela Sue Odette.
Jillian Lee Coden.
Dylan Kate Nedenrip.
Eden Ann Britton.
Reagan Jude Nation.
Dylan James Bradshaw.
Cole Lauren Norman.
Evan Tyler Bradshaw.
Cassius James Nichols.
Emerson Bryn Carwin.
Nicholas Joseph Moe.
Kylie Marie Kajanut.
Thanks, Justin Thomas Olszewski.
Sharon Combs.
Samuel Robert Newton.
Camille Grace Charlton.
Max Owen Mervin.
Maddie Lynn Charlton.
Bennett David Mayone.
Kirsten Morgan Capune.
Aiden Taylor Morris.
Zayden Levi Burrell.
Taylor Thin Nguyen.
Elliot Lawrence Carey.
Colin Allen Miller.
Devin Thomas Campbell.
Troy Alexander Luis Navarro.
Wyatt Dawes Bueller.
Blake David Nuss.
Kai Benton Lee Clark.
Broderick Allen Olson.
Brody Allen Burhan.
Olivia Green Novak.
Mariah Lene Brown.
Abigail Rose Monahan.
Shane Joseph Cogan.
Rico Pasquale Ostinato.
Hiram John Clark.
Matthew Raymond O'Connor.
Edgar Daniel Collin.
Elias David Ortega.
Jamie Jeanette Brungart.
Heather Irene Montgomery.
Chloe Loretta Chizzy.
Lainey Lou Padilla.
Corey Jameson Dana.
Zachariah Scott Nielsen.
Courtney Martha Marie Cooper.
Addison Winter Prillup.
Isaac Manuel Contreras.
Nikia Cheyenne Powers McComas.
Danielle Yvonne Davis.
Dannon Lee Patton.
Samantha Marie Cox.
Gabriella Carly Pasquale.
Alexander Joseph Escalante.
Cole Timothy Barnes.
Joshua Lee Fairweather.
Ethan Oates Rice.
Colin James Deedy.
Owen Christian Peterson.
Kyle Chase Daugherty.
Jenna Ann Racine.
Logan John Elmore.
Malia Elizabeth Pratt.
Cody Michael Connerman.
Dakota Derek Potton.
Ivris Dogale.
Ethan Michael Pekarik.
Elena Lynn Douglas.
Tegan Ray Porter.
Haley Ann Curry.
Aiden Ross Peacock.
Alexis Elizabeth Delaney.
Kayla Prothero.
Quincy Eileen Elbert.
Ian Joseph Picard.
Keela Justice Crafts.
Marcus Aaron Price.
Erlyn Treese Coyle.
Kyle Matthew Redman.
Samantha Elizabeth Daly.
Brody Colt Phillips.
Legacy Grace Courtright.
Logan Tyler Reed.
Sebastian Cameron Dransfield. Proud of you, babe.
Kaylee Ray Quinn.
Nicholas George Curry. Good job, babe.
Larissa Ray Ramirez.
No, I don't think so. Maybe.
Okay. Max William Dyer.
Alicia Susan Pasquale.
Bryce Scott Daly.
D. Adonai Riley.
Alexander Michael Dalton. Good job.
Kaylee Rose Prestia.
Alexander Eduardo Cruz Corrales.
William James Park. Dallin Edwin Petty. Isaiah Domingo Ramirez.
Garrett Weber.
Sherry Nevea Roybal.
Alexandra Linda Rodriguez.
Lander Hawk Shembri.
Cyril James DeRoke.
Jordan Ashley Smith.
Ren Olson Rosenberg.
Kira Emery Senna.
Elena Grace Sorg.
Bree Suzette Robinson.
Cooper Ridge Bear.
Riley Dean Shuck Lane.
Stella Deanne Kaufman.
Elizabeth Samya Safi.
Lillian Jane Ingalls.
Brianna Sue Sikora.
Avery Jane Canuck.
Davis Michael Smith.
Eric Matthew Patrick Taylor.
Koa Dylan Silberman.
Zachary David Romney.
Amelia Annabelle Shearkolk.
Lainey Simone Webb.
Noah Michael Lombardi Clifford.
Riley Danielle Frost.
Wyatt Lee Bronson.
Jonna Nicole Gassetta.
Noah Manuel Smith.
Lorraine Abbas Funtilar.
Jake Robert Sherrill.
Jalen Ray Fletcher.
Brody Robert Michael Robertson.
Emily Madison Gilbert.
Jacob Reed Schott.
Tiernan John William Gannon.
Isai Santaella.
Emma Jean Noel Nielsen.
Lucas Christopher Sale.
Shannon Elizabeth Dunn.
Ryan Kenneth Siebert.
Skylar Richard Gravina.
Sterling Shipley Orgo.
Jetson Michael Chase.
Brian Douglas Seipel.
Tanner Julian Francis.
Heidi Catherine Sharpen.
Grant Galloway Gibson.
Soraya Adeline Smith.
Zachary Stephen Fries.
Cameron Smith.
Grayson Dean Finkelstein.
Elizabeth Page Rutledge Thurman.
Yuta Fujita.
Lily Lorene Simpson.
Giovanni James Fasano.
Dominic Sanchez.
Easton Muse Forshee.
Ashton Oren Smith.
Alexander John Friday.
Amulia Shrivali Upagundari.
Vincent Anthony Fico.
Elena Ruth Spooner.
Jace Isaac Friend.
Hannah Ellen Solo.
Daniela Lynn Gomez Ramos.
Shay Tareen Volkner.
Drew Howard Glazier.
Claudio R. Valdez V.
Zachary Noel Harrell.
Chase Michael Smith.
Addison Blair Harrell. Tayton Zane Harrell.
Maxwell Francis Valenta.
Gavin Tyler Hurt.
Leah Violet Stamper.
Brian Thomas Hinton.
Braxton Lee Uhlenbrock.
Emily Rose Hawkins.
Ella Grace Torber.
Presley Collar Hamby.
Riker Vernon Thompson.
Natalie Elizabeth Harbor.
Jordan Marie Torres.
Sophia Hidalgo.
Chloe Nicole Tugwell.
Riley Olivia Huft.
Shelby Lynn Strelke.
Carly Ann Gustafson.
Jake Ryan Suwat.
Allison Nicole Hovis.
Tyler Rosenbach Stewart.
Abigail Grace Hoffman.
Max Williams Sweatman.
Aliana Ka Iulani Harrington.
Remington Lawrence Tolan.
Morgan Riley Hill.
Bryson Michael Tidwell.
Katomi Francis Higashi Peacock.
Cameron Sophia Stanish.
Henry John Holman.
Reed Renee Thomas.
Griffin David Gregory.
Ryan David Tongren.
Nathan Brian Grainer.
Savon James Stryker II.
Cruz Robert Hennessy.
Cameron James Stewart.
Owen Kindred Hunt.
Dakota Coy Thompson.
John Reeves Grubbs IV.
McKenna Francis Taylor.
Casper Nicholas Hudspeth.
Peyton Grace Thompson.
Brody Allen Harris.
Elise Marie Stillman.
Cade Lane Hayden.
Abigail Marie Westbrook.
Mason Michael Getling.
Madden Gray Vondell.
Jackson Brett Jones.
Ryan Anthony Wilkowski.
Alfred Jackson Colhem.
Zachary Stanley Wilkowski.
Nathan Joshua Hayes.
Catherine Lily Valet.
Kane Jason Kugler.
Veronica Marie Wilson.
Maya Alyssa Kayleen Johnson.
Joshua Leland Wenzel.
Claire Anna Jones.
Emma Iona Wolt.
Asher Michael Troy Jenkins.
Olivia Reese Verselin.
Cody Lane Kafka.
Logan Reed Richard Williams.
Kennedy Noreen Jones.
John Philip Stewart.
Alexa Juarez.
Julian Christopher Thomas.
Ryan Paul Johnson.
Aiden Lee Watkins.
Mason Jet Carroll.
George Cameron Durant.
Cole Philip Katzoff.
Reagan Lily Weber.
Annika Katrine Jensen.
Andrea Nicole Wassenaar.
Danica Lee King.
Eden Ariel Weiland.
Fiona Joan Jones.
Cole Robert Whiting.
Jaden Lee Clem.
Wyatt Ace Young.
Crew Martin Cusera.
Cameron Scott Woodling.
Joshua Henry Kaufman.
Julian Motives Witters.
Logan Andrew Jameson.
Benjamin Wolf Williams.
Grady Austin Robert Jacobs.
Raven Alexander Zerlin.
Zachary Johnston.
Talon Vialta.
Nicholas Charles Krebs.
Demetrius Jonah Wentz.
Sarah Elizabeth Kilburn.
Dial Capone Veazey.
Ethan Corbin Jess.
Joseph Connor Zuver.
Dylan James Jensen.
Now that we are almost across that finish line, there is one more thing we have to do.
Ponderosa's class of 2025, please rise for the turning of the tassel.
The tassel sitting on the right represents who we were throughout high school, as well as all the times we've gone stopped in the halls for not having a hall pass, every late night we've spent staying up studying, and all of those absences we've racked up over the years.
While the left represents our never having to take another test, write another essay, or try to find a bathroom that wasn't closed due to vandalism at Ponderosa High School again. It signifies our newfound status not as high school students, but as high school graduates.
It's finally the moment we've all been looking forward to for the past 4 years. We all walked into high school together, and it's only right we leave the same way, together. Graduates, please join me in the turning of your tassel from the right to the left.
Congratulations, class of 2025. We did it. We are officially graduated.
We are officially Ponderosa High School alumni, and you know what they say, once a Mustang, always a Mustang.
Thank you to everyone who joined us to celebrate our special day.